The opening round of the series at King of Motos was a big one. Cody Webb showed that he still has the potential to win. Him and Tristan went back and forth a lot throughout the day, and Tristan was able to break out in one of the harder sections and get the win. Coming into the finish, Cody Webb was having fun, wheeling off rocks, nose wheelies, jibs. It shows that he's comfortable, confident, and ready for more. Even with the heightened level of competition this year, Ryder LeBlanc was still able to rise to the occasion and get that podium spot. After a vacant 2022 season, Will Reardon came out swinging and ended up 4th at King of Motos, proving that he's in contention for podiums.
All riders are looking at round 2 for another chance to prove themselves.
Cody showed that after a few-year streak of injuries, he still has the talent, he still has the grit, he still wants to win, and he's still very capable.
Cody isn't the only one with a thirst for a win. The field is stacked even deeper, and all eyes are on the round 1 winner.
Tristan has momentum on his side and is seemingly unstoppable, but Cody is confident and ready to prove himself once again.
The biggest issue about this place is the amount of traction there is till there isn't. I mean, you can have all the traction in the world and you make a little mistake, and they call it grinding stone for a reason. You're going to be losing foot pegs sliding off these rocks.
If you thought you knew sandstone, this will be different this year.
It'll just get worse and worse as the race goes on.
Round 2 of the 2023 IRC US Hard Enduro Series, presented by Climb, is going to be a display of pure carnage and commitment at the Grinding Stone Hard Enduro.
All it takes is a split-second wrong decision and your entire bike and potentially your race is just toast. The commitment level is huge. You have to have super high confidence out here. You pretty much have to have no doubt in your mind that you're going to make the obstacle.
We're going to be throwing our bikes, ghosting our bikes even more. That's all you can do, send your bike up stuff, try not to come back down.
This race has become famous for its giant sandstone features, drawing spectators from around the country.
Here, you don't make it, you slide all the way back down, your bike's probably broken. You're a bit broken because you've just seen your bike just get mangled.
My goal for this race is definitely a top 5. I'm really sick of coming out to these races and being the underdog, you know, getting 8th, 9th, 10th place. I don't put the work in throughout the week to come out here and be an underdog. I want to be up there with those guys, and yeah, I'm coming for them.
You know, there's dangers all over the place, and so you need to look ahead.
My plan is to not die out here in the desert.
Out here, your riding skill is only as good as what you're willing to commit to.
When it comes to the pros, we definitely have to push them to the point of it maybe not even being possible.
With the gnarly features they have, it's actually super mental, because in your head you start thinking about, oh, this could happen, or I don't want to wreck my bike. I mean, I'm going to be all in.
Webb is back, he's healthy, and I know he's going to be battling for the win as well.
When it comes to the Sunday race day, it could be a whole different story.
I mean, I feel like I've really refined my riding this year, so I'm excited for what I got in store.
Okay, race 1 is about to get underway here. All the riders are revving up their bikes and getting all psyched up. Top 100 transfer to race 2. Time for these guys to go out there and get it. Let's go.
It's a dead engine start, and Cody Webb finds himself last off the line.
Damn, these boys are going for it. Looks like Cooper Abbott out to an early lead. Everybody's dropping into this right side line. Our first guys are coming into Bonsai's bailout, one of our first tough obstacles. Cooper Abbott was leading, had a little bit of trouble. Didn't make it up the first hill here. Now he's having a hard time regrouping and getting her going.
Cody and Tristan claim their place in the front, while Will Reardon tries to break away from the mid-pack. Cody goes the wrong direction, and Tristan assumes the lead.
comes our leader, Tristan Hart, into cheese grater. Opts for a high line. Not the prettiest, but he's gonna get it done. Cody Webb getting in there, using his technical skills. These guys are getting dragged into and sucked into the main line up there, where if they're patient, they can wall ride this thing, they can ride right up it. We got Mitch Carvolt and Danny Lewis fighting for position up cheese grater. No dice for Mitch Carvolt.
Tristan maintains his lead through the slot canyon with Cody right on him.
Okay, number 8, Gage Key. Apparently he's a big sender in these hills, so see what he's got up cheese grater. No hesitation. Right up it.
Don't gas yourself out right in the beginning. You know, pace yourself. 12 miles doesn't seem like a lot, but when you complete a lap, it's going to be taxing.
For spectators, it's definitely going to be a blast watching the pros, but watching the amateurs might almost be even better with how many big rock climbs there are. I mean, there's definitely going to be some amateur bikes flying down. Some guys might make it up, but their bike might not. So you might be seeing a bike tumbling all the way back down, and just make sure you dodge it at the bottom and don't get hit. It's going to be quite crazy, but those amateurs, they're going up the same stuff we are and with a little bit less experience and less technique.
You don't know nothing about me, about to take off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lot of y'all doubted on me, now they like, wow, look how far you come, stop it. 8 ball pin up in the pocket, took off from the Rockets, I'm Hardy. Defeat or defeat, I'm heartless, we keep on target. Say something about me. Back in the day, they was frontin' on me. Now we number 1 and they follow our lead.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal.
Lappers are going to be a huge challenge this race.
So normally, in a way, sometimes gets easier. Not here, it gets tougher.
Tristan takes the advice of a course worker to try to avoid the bottleneck, and it doesn't pay off. Cody watches Tristan's mistake and takes his chances through the crowd.
I'm not wasting no time. Can't focus on yours while I'm focused on mine. One day at a time, it'll be fine. I'm good. To the top, then you reset your goals. We do not stop for a bump in the road. Countdown is running, I'm ready to go. Get you a seat, it's the
Hey! Going to be a lot of bottlenecks. It'll just get worse and worse as the race goes on.
Lappers are going to be a huge problem. I think line choice is going to be super important in there and staying smart and not getting tangled up with, any lappers.
All good? Cody Webb worked his way into the lead on lap 2 in race 1. Tristan Hart's not too far behind. But I think Cody wants to send a message and say, hey, I still got this, I'm here to win. The robot, Tristan Hart, in a solid second. Can you let Cody have this one, or will he dig into the hell zone to get it? How deep will he dig?
Cody leads Tristan right into a hard line. Cody cleans it, but Tristan gets hung up.
Tristan with a big mistake. Out front, having fun. He knows he's got a little bit of a gap on Tristan. We got enough footer from the guy. Good to see Cody out here having fun.
Cody continues to lead into the Beta Balance Rock.
At this point, I think Tristan's okay with the second place. It's not worth the energy and the risk to work his way back up to first. It's do or die here, and I'm going to do what I can do, and hopefully I make less mistakes than those guys. 1 winner, Cody Webb, has proven his point that he is here to play at Grinding Stones 2023.
As the pros finish race 1, the amateurs continue to test their will to complete a lap.
So we're like kind of average dudes showing up and doing this and showing you that you can do the same thing. So racing is an experience that you can't get in any other way besides racing. You ride terrain you wouldn't normally choose to ride because it might be uncomfortable, and you push yourself physically further than you normally would.
Oh no! Oh buddy. Oops.
This has very, very little room for error once you get past the edge of making something.
You think you're doing great, and all hell breaks loose, and you're sliding a long ways down these rocks. I think what's unique about US Hard Enduro is that you have to rely on the other competitors that you're competing directly against to finish the race sometimes, or to get through an obstacle. It's just a good community, man.
The amateurs come out to test their mind and body and get a racing experience found nowhere else. At the conclusion of day 1, Sunday's battle is still yet to come.
Okay, everybody's lined up for race number 2. The top 30 qualify to the 3rd race. There's a few added gnarly sections. You guys are gonna have a new challenge and a big day.
Last off the line, Tristan has a bad start. Ryder and Cooper get out front, while Cody gets hung up on the first hill. Tristan catches up with Ryder to battle for the lead, while Cody turns around to take a second run. Ryder leads Tristan down eggs over easy. Cody plays catch-up from the back of the pack.
We got a bottleneck from the pros. Let's see how this shakes up. Tristan Hart's about halfway down. Everybody's walking their bikes. Everybody's gonna fall in line here. There's not much else they can do. I didn't make the first hill. Cody's back there laughing and joking with the other riders. Everybody else is very anxiously waiting. Cody's like, I'll take some deep breaths and relax.
Tristan is back up front, climbing out of IBS, a difficult obstacle added for race 2.
Following Ryder LeBlanc here, he's putting on a chase. He's trying to catch Tristan. Tristan broke away on the irritable bowel syndrome just a little tiny bit. Ryder does not want to lose sight of him.
Cody's been on a mission to make his way back up front and passes from 9th to 3rd in short time. Cooper tries to follow Cody's technical line, but ends up getting stuck, letting Will make the pass.
Tristan Hart has extended his lead on Ryder LeBlanc, working his way through Balanced Rock here by at least a few minutes. Cody Webb is doing work. After he was in like 7th or 8th off the start, he's been making his way through these guys and using his technical ability to make passes in the hardest places. ripping his way, running 5th place in race number 2 here. He's got Corey Griffunder hot on his heels, and he's not too far behind Will Reardon. It'll be interesting to see how hard he pushes to get this race number 2 done.
Tristan has secured his lead for race 2 and charges his way to the finish with Ryder and Cody minutes behind.
That's what I'm talking about. Looking forward to some carnage in the 3rd race.
Okay, here we are, lined up for the main race, race number 3. This is a 2-hour race. It's about a 4-mile course, and there are some heavy, heavy lines out there. These guys are signing up for a big one. Let's run it.
Everyone is wide open, but Tristan still slingshots ahead for an impressive lead in true robot fashion.
These guys are wasting no time riding right up eggs over easy. This is the hardest obstacle. There's loose sand sitting on top of these hard rocks. That's some unbelievable riding. Off camber turn, no run at this rocky slab. It'll be scrambled eggs at that point. There's gonna be chaos in there. Damn! Things are getting loose, things are getting chaotic. Here we go! And that's why they call it Grinding Stone.
I let a challenger rally up. I'm on a mission to turn it up. Sharpen the blade, I get it done. Get the energy crossed up. Hate on the vision, they lost us. Wanted the best and they called one. I am really feeling awesome. Are you ready? Wanted the pressure, I never complain. Shake it off and get back in the game. Pay the cost, now you making your name. You can maneuver, move around. Now they ready for war, they ready for change. Head down, gotta stay in your lane. Keep calm when the energy change. On the dime, gotta stop, maneuver, yeah. Are we giving it all or nothing? See the people are ready for something. Get the vision, I'm doing it justice. I got out of the dark to keep it light. You can let the city make a judgment. Program malfunction. I tore it down, then I jump ship. Yeah. Witness the power of this. How about to win it again? I let the energy in. I can maneuver. You should be witnessing this. I gotta win it again. I'm on an energy kick. I gotta maneuver. Witness the power of this. I'm about to win it again. I let the energy in. Then I can maneuver. You should be witnessing this. I gotta win it again. I'm on an energy kick. I gotta maneuver. Are we giving it all or nothing? See the people are ready for something. Get the vision, I'm doing it justice. I got out of the dark to keep it light. You can let the city make a judgment. Program malfunction. I tore it down, then I jump ship. Yeah.
Where the f are my pull straps?
Here's when things are getting interesting. Tristan Hart's opened up a little bit of a gap on Cody, and he wiggles his way right through these guys and right around them. Absolutely unbelievable. Okay, this is Cody Webb on eggs over easy on the 2nd lap of the final. He's got some serious traffic to go with here. Let's see what he's got. I can't believe it. I mean, it's just such impressive riding. These guys are too good. Let's see if Colton can wiggle his way up this thing. It's gonna be a really tough one for him to get out of that spot. Oh! He's gonna have to do a little grinding stone.
Not making mistakes here is really tough. The rock's really slick, it's inconsistent. If you lose that wheel once, you're usually falling down the whole rock hill.
Oh my God, Cooper's bike is actually upside down and backwards. He's gonna have to go down and come back up, unfortunately. Look out below!
Stairway to Heaven's huge. I mean, you're really pushing the limits of what's possible on a dirt bike going up it. It's insane. It's definitely one of the craziest obstacles in my opinion in the series, and it's going to be carnage on it this week for sure.
Robot T Hart's gonna see if he can blast his way up Stairway to Heaven. Right up. And Cody Webb rides right up this stuff. Colton Hager tried to get a solid straight run up GAX8. He ended up coming back down. Big mistake. Ryder LeBlanc breaks away just a little bit, and now he's going up Stairway to Heaven with a little bit of momentum on his side. Stunning riding from Ryder LeBlanc.
Tristan starts his fourth lap, 47 minutes into the 2-hour race with a minute-and-a-half gap on Cody.
Stairway to Heaven is definitely one of the biggest features, I say. It's one of the most technical and definitely probably one of the tallest ones.
There's ledges you gotta go up, you gotta be trousie, you gotta have technique, you gotta keep your feet on the pegs. It's gnarly.
You know, in a race, someone else is there, you have one little slide out, and you know, you panic and you're done.
Thank you, guys. Oh man, I needed that one.
You can pretty much almost save minutes if you can just get up it in one shot clean.
Oh shit! Hold on. That's actually scary.
If you have any doubt in your head for even a second, you're going to be coming back down the obstacle.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
When I see Max out there, I just let all hell break out pretty much. Give him the bird, do a wheelie, give him a bit of action. We both love it, everyone loves it, it's good.
Well, Reardon throwing a Hard Enduro whip through the flats. Tom Hager throws a shotgun, he's having a little fun.
You gotta treat the downhills like you got a big RV with a trailer on the back. You gotta enter at the speed you want to exit because you'll gain speed quick out here.
Sorry, boys.
I mean, you gotta be full commit on the ups here. Full commit, but you can't give it full gas because you'll spin out.
Okay, bro.
When people start doing crazy stuff, it's because they start thinking crazy things.
Leader Tristan Hart on his final lap, charging just as hard as he always does. Amazing riding from the young lad. Tristan is stoked.
This is definitely for me a big one, up there on one that I want to win.
Another deserving win for Tristan, maintaining first place the whole race, finishing with over a 10-minute lead and lapping up to fourth place.
Second place finisher of the factory Turco, Cody Webb.
Ryder LeBlanc comes in with a strong third place.
There's a lot of us guys that are right there, but I think it's just whoever makes the least amount of mistakes and has more of a will to win.
Despite missing their chance at the podium, the effort from the rest of the pros was unbelievably impressive.
So it's a fine line of knowing when to pull up and then knowing when to go for it and you can make it. Honestly, still trying to figure that line out.
We can just keep working on all those skills that the other guys are better at. It's just going to get you that much closer to the win.
This race is a crowd favorite. The dedicated crew behind the US Hard Enduro Series is what makes it all happen.
I love this stuff. I don't want to be doing anything else. It's all worth it at the end of the day. These short nights and long days, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Gonna need somebody like
I hope they're challenged. You know, that's always a goal of a promoter, is to come away from the race and have them say, wow, that was difficult. And I think we've accomplished that here in race 3.
Somebody like me, 'cause you want somebody like me. When the lines get a little blurry, gonna need somebody like me.
The next battle will be one for the GOATs at Premier Round 3 in North Carolina.